Well, we have a great guest on today. Have you ever thought about taking a digital photography class? Well, the Saddleback Emeritus Institute has one for you, and Laura Hoffman is the instructor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Pleasure.
Ken. It's my pleasure, too.
And we were talking a little bit beforehand. You have a background in digital photography and art, and even though you're fairly new to the Emeritus program, you've been teaching at Saddleback over the years in adult education, right?
That's right. I started teaching in 2005, and I love teaching photography. It grows my passion for photography, and I get to share what I've learned, and we create a community of photographers.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, nowadays, it's so much easier than what it used to be.
Oh, absolutely. It's an art form that anybody could start at any time in life, and it's very accessible. And if you have an iPhone or if you have an expensive camera, you can jump in.
Yeah, you can. And the basics are still there, meaning that how you compose that picture, which is, the first step to
Absolutely.
a great photo, no matter what type of device or camera you're using, it's all the same when it comes to at least doing that part, right?
That's absolutely true. And that's part of my job. And what I enjoy, I have an art background, so we definitely cover composition, design, color, and arrangement of elements in a picture frame. And so, if you have those foundations, you can make images that are memorable.
Yeah, you can. Now, as far as taking those images, of course, you can use whatever device you have. You can use a phone, or you can go and get a better digital SLR, or a micro 4/3 camera, or whatever it might be. Once you have that photo in whatever format it is, a RAW format or JPEG, now it's time to bring it into some sort of software, an app, to, if you want to manipulate it, change it, colorize it however you want, right?
Absolutely. And in former days we had the dark room, and now of course we have the digital dark room.
Yeah.
But my philosophy is to get as much in the shot.
Right.
So that you're not rescuing an image, but you can enhance an image.
Yes, exactly.
And so in my classes, I talk about and demonstrate Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, industry standard software. And,
yeah, exactly.
And a lot of those skills translate to other image editors.
Yeah, now nowadays, if even if you're working on things at home, it's not like years ago where Photoshop and all that. Nowadays they're all subscriptions anyway. But back then, in the mid '90s or even 10 years ago, you're talking $500, $600, $700 for this. Nowadays, if you want to go that route, you can get like Pixelmator for $29.
Oh, yeah.
Or there's many free apps as well that get you started.
I know, that's the beauty of it. It's very accessible.
Yeah.
And so it used to be in the old days, we would drop off that roll of film at the store, and then you pray, you hope that it works, and people say, did it come out? But now we can take responsibility from the concept of the image to the final project, or the product. Whether you print or you display, use your images in a slideshow, we have control of the entire process.
Exactly. Within your course, what is it that the students are learning? Are you taking them from the very beginning and then have them compose a theme over the course, or how do you approach that?
It depends on the class. What's kind of exciting about the program, I get people from all different kinds of skill sets. And so for people who have never touched a camera before, we have a lot of fun. We overcome any kind of shyness, and build up confidence, and I give my students skill building exercises and assignments to get them comfortable with the camera, and also give them the reason why. And so I'll take people from the very beginning, even just holding the camera, composing. Also, there's a digital workflow people need to know. And then we start with basics like composition and design, and then we start jumping in. And there's nothing like learning by doing.
Right.
And
exactly.
People really like experiential learning, where they touch the camera, use the camera, see it. And then we also have very gentle critiques, but very constructive critiques. And so people end up helping each other. So if I have more experienced photographers in my class, they'll jump in and guide others who may not have the same experience. And it's really fun and
nice collaborative effort.
It is a collaborative.
When does your course take place? And I know we're right in the middle of a semester.
Yeah. Well, we're on a semester system, so we'll have spring begin in January, but I believe registration begins as early as middle of October.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you teach one or a couple classes?
Right now I'm teaching 2 classes.
Okay, here in the community?
Well, right now I'm at Capistrano, but I have, over the summer, I had the pleasure of working here at Clubhouse 4. And it was absolutely a wonderful experience.
Well, great. So if people want to sign up again, it starts like in October.
Right.
You can go online, saddleback.edu/emeritus, and then your courses are off-site then. They're Capistrano, or do you don't know for spring yet?
Yeah, it depends on where they put me.
Okay. Great to meet you.
Well, Ken, thank you.
Thank you very much. And again, this is Laura Hoffman, Saddleback College Emeritus Institute, teaches digital photography. So look into that for next semester. Believe it or not, it's not that long away, about a month or so before you can start signing up for the spring semester. We'll be right back.